Good morning, everyone. This is Cheryl. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. I am here to show you my lavender and lace design team project. It is a 2-signature journal, and without further ado, let's look at it. So, I painted the book and I decorated it, and I used Emma Parrish Artist. It's called Emma Parrish Artist on Etsy. Emma Parrish has beautiful digitals, and I used one of hers, and I used a digital from Kara Brandon of Kara Brandon Creations on Etsy, and her digital was called Lavender and Lace, and Emma's was called French Lavender. So I made this tassel, and it is made from sari silk, laces, ribbons, and this beautiful bead dangle. Clear beads, kind of iridescent. It's just on a bulldog clip, so it's removable from the book. The book has a 2-inch spine. I sewed the signatures in and covered it, so now it is a hidden spine. And I decorated with digitals. This was this is not part of the kit. This was another digital. But I have some corrugated cardboard and some handmade paper underneath, and just did a beautiful collage, as you can see, with laces, fibers, sari, and I love it. So let's go inside. Am I in frame? I'm always checking to see if I am in frame, and I think that I am. So inside we go. I made a beautiful handmade pocket with a table runner or a dresser scarf that had been embroidered. I took a piece of it and it was curved, and I thought, oh, how am I going to use that? But then I added other laces, and I love it. This was a free, this just happened to have purple on it. And so I thought, oh, this is going to go so well in this book. So this was a freebie, and I'm sorry that I can't remember where I got this freebie, but I made a tag from it, and there it is. This is from the digital, just a little piece that I cut out and made from a page and made stationery because I love stationery. And so anyway, this is the beautiful French Lavender digital kit. All the pieces. I have some here with the torn. I think the page tore, and I just went with it. And then I started doing a little bit of that because I liked it. Coffee dyed paper. The stenciling is done with Tim Holtz milled lavender ink. And it's throughout. You will see it on the pages throughout at different places. This is a pocket made from a paper doily, coffee dyed paper doily. And that was inspired, not that I haven't seen it before, but recently inspired by some beautiful pockets that another design team member made, Vicki Pless. And I didn't do it exactly like she did. I had stamped on this little piece of fabric, so I just made a cluster here. But she does beautiful, beautiful work, and she made these beautiful pockets. Oh. But anyway, I made a masterboard. When I started making this journal, I made a 12 by 12 masterboard, and I used pieces from both kits to decorate the top then. And then I cut it up into tags and journal cards, which you're going to see all throughout the journal. And this one is backed. Some of them are backed with parchment, and others, which you can still write on, and others are backed with coffee dyed paper. So I'll just get that out of the way. Here's a cluster made from the kit, pieces from the kits. This is a hidden paper clip that, you know, and on this side, it's got lavender here, and on this side has the butterfly. And I always leave the paper clip hang out when I make them so that I can add some little pieces of ribbon. And in this pocket is part of that masterboard. This is a journaling card that I made from that masterboard. This is a little flippy pocket. I just kind of sewed it on here. And a little matching journal card from the kit. This is actually a tuck spot as well. It started out as a cluster, and then I decided to leave it so that you can tuck something in there if you want to. Here's a little lace ruffle and bead dangle that I made. This is a hidden paper clip as well, made from 2 pieces of matching size from the kit. And in this pocket is just little pieces, journal cards and tags from the kit, and this antique, not antique I guess, but vintage stationery. I always collect vintage stationery because of how much I love it, and whenever I see it in the thrift stores I try to get it, especially if it's really pretty like this. It's embossed. It says Hallmark cards, and it was in a real old box, so I know it's vintage. I don't know that you can buy beautiful stuff like this anymore. Maybe you can some places. I hardly ever see it. I hardly ever see anybody write on stationery. But in journaling, we can certainly do that, right? This is just a tag that I made at some point in time, which was in my stash, and I added it to the journal. Here is the beautiful center and some beautiful lavender lace. This is just a collage. Lots of writing space. Here's a beautiful page with a ribbon ruffle and buttons. And on the other side, it's 3 little pockets. One has this Easter digital, which I can't remember who on Etsy that I bought this from, but that's where it came from. It was just a set of bunny digitals. Other little pieces from the kit that fit in these little pockets. And here's a beautiful little page cluster that I did. Another tag created by that from that master board. And here is a hidden paper clip with a little key charm, and it's made from a ticket. And I have to say, I got this idea somewhere. I saw it done with not a ticket, but something else. And I thought, well, the closest thing I have to that is a ticket. So I'll just make mine with a ticket. And then I added a charm. It's a little journaling card there. Inside this big pocket is another journaling card made from the master board. And I sewed lace on the side so it would hang out and be all foofy. This is a a bookmark. A bookmark. And I just have it there with a little paper clip. And then this is just a little freebie. I don't know where it came from. It's been in my stash. It looked like it matched in here with the bluebird theme that is in here. So I put it in. This is just a little pocket, a little part of a digital that I've wrapped around, and it's a little pocket there. This is another clip. Can you tell I like hidden paper clips? They are fabulous because they can move around. You can take them off and move them. Plus, you know, they're like a tuck spot. You don't have to put a great big pocket there. You have lots of writing space, but you can still tuck things. I love them. What can I say? Okay, signature number 2. And I love Edith Holden. And, you know, when I was making this, I was thinking, well, you know, we're doing this swap in April, so I pulled out this page because it had these purpley flowers. This is like a little, it's made of cardstock, but it's a little pocket. And I dry decoupaged on here with napkin. I love to dry decoupage. I love the feel of it. It feels almost like fabric-y, you know. So I did that, and whoever gets this journal can tuck something in there. Here's a belly band, and it has the little Easter bunny. Can you still see, folks? I hope you can still see. Let me check that. Yep, you can see. And here is a journal card from that master board. You know, I quite often do that. I make a master board, and I use pieces, you know, of the digital or coordinating things. And then I can cut that up and make journal cards and tags, and I don't have to sit around and think of individual tags. I have them there, and when I cut them up, they're all different, and I can add to them, or I can leave them the way they are. I love that. Okay, this is just a little cluster. Here's a little envelope that I sewed in, and inside of here, I stenciled on it, and then I glued the envelope shut, and I cut off a slit and opened it up. Makes a nice little pocket there sewn in. These are little pieces from the digitals, and I took little scraps at this point, and I made, you know, all the little papers in here. Made and even this little piece of lace, and I sewed a little scrappy notebook thing, whatever you want to call it. And I love to fill pockets like this. I like to not have so many pockets, but the ones that I have in there, I like to put some stuff in there. This is another paper clip made from 2 different digitals. Put them together, makes a great tuck spot, as you can see, and it's decorative, and it can be moved if you want it to. This is another vintage, came from the thrift store. It was a set of this paper with envelopes to match. On this side, we have a postcard. I think that this was I forget where I got this. It was a set of postcards, but this particular one, I put it in every journal that has any kind of blue or purple, it seems like, in it. So it just had to go in here, you know. Here's lavender mulberry paper. My last sheet, man. This was a little pocket that I made out of cardstock, and this little pocket came from the digital, and I just glued some lace in there to make it decorative. And this little bunny, I love these little bunnies. Here's some beautiful paper that Shauna Danielle made. Beautiful page from Kara's kit. A beautiful page from Emma's kit. This is not French lavender. This is another digital kit that she has, and has different flowers on every page, and it looks like newspaper print, and then, you know, with flowers overlaid. But, you know, I can't remember the name of it. It only had a few pages in it. It wasn't a big digital or anything. But this one had the lilac, so I thought that was appropriate. This is an over-the-page, see that here and here? This is an over-the-page flip thing. And I just have it on here with a paper clip that has a little birdhouse on it because there's a birdhouse on here. And this is a fabric and lace cluster. But when you open it up, you can journal on it. And then when you put it back on the page, it's like a hidden journaling spot. You know what I mean? So I just call them an over the page flip. And I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're called anything. because I don't see too many people do them, but obviously I have seen it somewhere at some point in my journey. Okay, here's another little pocket. One of the Easter cards in the lilacs, and I thought so appropriate for this time of year. Excuse me. And here I have this page which flips out, and there is writing space here. This is a pocket, and this is one of those journaling cards from the masterboard. Goes perfectly in there, and it's tucked in there. And you can use that spot to tuck other things in there if you like, you know. You could actually take the card out and you could put it somewhere else. Like you could put it here if you wanted it. And then you could use that other spot for pictures or fun things that you want to tuck in your journal and remember. This is just a little collage that I did with scraps. You know, I was not going to waste anything. This is actually, again, that vintage lace that I made a ruffle out of, and I made this little bead dangle to go in here. This is a paper clip, an altered paper clip. I sewed this fabric. This is a digital that I have a digital. I think it's from Fussy Cut different flowers, and I think it's from Shabby Dabby Doodah. And I printed them on fabric and then cut and tore and kind of fringed each piece, and you can use them in different ways. It's so pretty. It's like having stamped fabric, only this is color, you know, because you get whatever color the digital is. So this is one of the flowers from the Fussy Cut that I printed on fabric, and I took a piece of scrap lace and I sewed it to the paper clip and sewed on a button to hold everything together. And as you can see, it's just a paper clip there, and it just looks pretty, and you can use it. It's functional. Paper clips are functional without taking up all your space with pockets. Here is another pocket. I do like some pockets. And I have this little envelope that I made from one of the digital pieces. And this is one of the first wax seals that I made. And I just tucked in a little piece of lace in there as just a little favor, you know, just a little, like a party favor, a junk journal favor that can be used anywhere. And this is another one of those freebie tags, which I feel really terrible that I don't know where that came from, but it was so appropriate for in here, so I made a tag out of it. Another piece from the kit, French lavender. And another piece that I had in my stash. It says, "A heart in love with beauty never grows old." So I'm going to tuck all these pieces. I love to do that. I really love. Whoop! Oh no! Look at there. This came off. I have to fix that. I'm so sorry. That happens. So I'm going to fix it. This is a flip out. Another little pocket with pieces of the digital and another piece of stationery. Edith Holden page. And another page. And that's the end, folks. That is the lavender and lace. And I feel bad about this, but I am going to fix that good. So no worries. You know, that happens. It happens, girls, and sometimes we have to go back and we have to check our work. Don't we? I mean, let's be real here, because we don't want to send anything that's not going to stick. So I'm going to put it on there better than I had it. I think I didn't put enough glue on there to hold it. So, but it's so cute, isn't it? So anyway, this is my journal. This will be a swap journal, so I am going to be sending this out. And I hope that whoever gets it will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching. And if you like this, video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your comments. And if you would like to, please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any further flip throughs or projects that I put on here. I also do some tutorials. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.